The days and days I spent playing on my PlayStation 2. From the rising of the sun until its setting, I would play my very favorite video game, GTA San Andreas. My mom was not fond of my behavior, not one little bit. The electricity bills rose, and her intolerance with it. So one day, she stood in front of the TV set, and she told me, "Keith, you're 12 years old, you're old enough to do chores. It's time you get off your lazy butt, you've been playing for 6 hours." And that was the day I hung the laundry for the very first time. A very useful skill, although reluctantly learned. I laughed
at the time when I ate wasabi and jumped around like a little monkey because it was so spicy. And also that one time when I secretly expelled gas behind a group of people and made my sweet escape shortly after. And guys, remember that one time I was walking with a group of friends up the stairs. My mind was elsewhere, so I missed a step. Feeling ashamed, I covered my face and hid behind my friend's bed, and I laughed.
When I sat and reminisced, when I used to write about a guy I used to like. He broke my heart, and I didn't know why. Saddened by this, I asked around, and to my surprise, not into girls,
he's into guys.
and I laughed. As I recall the time when I sat in class, I ate in class, and in came the lecturer shortly after.
Morning class.
I sat comfortably and ate my food halfway, only to realize he was staring at me the entire time, for I looked like a little chipmunk stuffing nuts into its cheeks on a lovely autumn day.
And I laughed.
In the morning during art class, I couldn't hold you anymore. My boss insisted I must let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
To the bathroom before I might blow. I entered the cubicles and in bliss, I relieved myself. A person barged in, and to my horror, I had forgotten to lock the door. From bad to worse, the person was not the key. The girl screamed and let me be. Returning to the classroom, face all red as a beet. I put my head down and walked immediately to my seat. Because what a shocker, the girls was also in my art class. I love to forget it, but instead, I laugh.
At the time, I played my guitar and the guitar string snapped, playing in front of the Sunday morning congregation. At the time, I had a football kicked through my gut. And the time I scraped my knees as a child, having his first bike ride. Looking back to the past, I laugh.
At the day when I couldn't seem to speak a single word of English. I have this problem where it's perfect in my head, But when I try to say it out, it's all vanished. Poof! It would mean me. Well, it's safe to say a cat got my tongue, and it just wasn't my day.
Well, I guess I can relate, for two share the same kind of pain. But it's not English, it's VN. I guess to some it's quite a shame, but I shrug my shoulders and laugh it off at the end of the day.
I laugh when I see the glades of light bounce off a bold man's head. It brings me to that time that I most dread. The boys of my batch made a bet, a CGPA of 3 to get. And for 6 months, I have to wait for my hair to come back to its original state.
Sometimes life's unpredictable. Sometimes we can't forget. Sometimes in life we just have to expect the things we won't expect. Though sometimes things may get unbearable.
And sometimes things don't go our way.
We just have to make a new life better.
Accept the way things are.
And laugh!
Happy birthday, Mr. Teacher.
Thank you very much.